In the time of making this film, we're coming to the end of 2024. So now we're coming to the end of the year. Everybody's starting to get excited and panicked about setting goals and having the next year. But I'm going to tell you right now, January 1st is just another day. January 2nd is just another day. And every day after that is just another day. It's good to set goals. It's good to have ambition. It's good to reflect on your last year and how you can make this year better. But it's just another day. Don't get yourself all in a panic about, oh my gosh, I got to do that. And then if you fall off on January 12th, it's okay. Just pick it up on January 13th. Go back. Live. Don't give up. Just go back. Figure it out. Do it again. It's okay. But when we're sitting here and making these goals, we start to kind of pile them up. Like, I got to do this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And the thing about it is you're never going to get it done. It's going to be such a pain that you're just going to be like, you know what? I just can't. I cannot lose 100 pounds in a week. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to read 90 books in 1 year. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't. So why don't we start to live a more meaningful life, a more meaningful year, and start take away some of those things that don't actually need to get done right away. It's not about adding more things. It's about taking things away and focusing on what truly matters. Like, I have a goal, like I wrote my goals out already, and well, just things that I want to accomplish. And I wrote, read 9 books in a year and have 9 audiobooks done. And then as I was sitting there and talking to a bunch of my girlfriends and we were talking about more about meaningful, I always said, you know what? No. I'm going to go to 3 books that are amazing books that require me to actually study them. Like, study those books. You're not learning if you just read a book one time, especially if it's a very good book, a very deep book. Joe Dispenza has really good books. Dave Bear has a really great book. There are so many really great books. I actually read this one book, and it was Wallace T. Wattles, and I read it over and over and over for 90 days. Every day I read that book, listened to it, read it, absorbed it, really thought about it. So take those times to find out, what do I really want to learn? Am I trying to learn about finances this year? So don't read a ton of finance books. Find 3 or 4 books that are just, Think and Grow Rich, some really great finance books, and study them. It's about repetition. It's not about how much you can consume. It's how much can you remember and implement and do in your life. It's not about counting calories. It's about, how can I make a better meal every day? Should I cook more? Should I learn how to nutrition? Let's be more practical in our lives. We're not going to go and hit the gym for 2 hours every day for 6 days a week. We're just not. And we shouldn't. Honestly, it's not really good for your body. But be more practical in your, I don't mean like not push yourself to do better goals, but push yourself to like actually absorb what's happening. If you're trying to lose weight, learn about weight, learn about muscles, learn about nutrition, learn about the body, learn about how the body absorbs energy and how it has vitamins, learn about all these different Eastern medicines. Learn about everything. Don't just go to the gym, work out for 2 hours, and that's your thing. If you want to like have a better body, learn about the body. If you want to know about finances, don't read every finance book. Learn from the best. Study Warren Buffett. Study all of these great people. Study how do they do. If you go into anybody's the CEO, they are studying and studying and studying. It's a repetition. It is getting to know familiar. It's not just, it's learning about a subject from every angle. It's not just like, okay, this I know, or this, yes, I got it. It's about doing the research on those things. Learn more about it. Learn more about your body. Learn more about your nutrition. Learn more about your spirituality. Read a spiritual book. Focus on one or two. There are so many great, but just focus on the lessons. The Tao Te Ching is a great one. Anything by Wayne Dyer. Like, there are just so many good books that literally have to be digested over and over and over again. I have listened to one of Wayne Dyer's manifestation ones, and I've listened to it like 100 times. And here's the thing. I've listened to it probably 100 times, but every time I listen to it, I hear something different. I hear it in a different way. When you tune in to something that you're trying to accomplish, you start to hear things differently. To hear things that you've never heard before, to see things you haven't seen before, to look at things in a different way. Try to focus on something that you can literally peel apart. You want to know about it. If you want to know how to scale your business, don't read every business book. Find the best business book and dissect it. Study an entrepreneur and everything he did in 1 year, or she did in 1 year. Study that person and all that they did. Listen to all their podcasts. Listen to what they do, how they move their money. You know what I mean? Don't get caught up on, I have to do a million things. Just focus on the things that are really important and home in on them. Make it a purpose and do things that light you up. You know, don't make this year about counting calories or, you know, having to take a stupid, class that you don't want to take, you know, because you feel like you have to. Do things that light you up, because you will quit. You'll quit just like everybody else. We won't do things that don't light us up, that don't give us joy, that don't bring us energy, that don't bring us light. We need to have things that move us forward, pull us forward. Yes, have goals, have ambition, have energy, move you forward into the next year. That is a great thing. That is a great goal. I want to just move my body. I want to move my mind. I want to move my soul, and I want to move it into a higher direction, you know? And then have no resistance about this. Don't resist something that you're trying to try something new or try to perfect something, and you're starting to have resistance about it. I kind of heard about this one, so if you're going skiing for the very first time and you're on the slopes and your friend calls and says, hey, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I'm going to go skiing for the first time. And they're like, oh my God, that's really hard. Ooh. I really did not like skiing. Skiing was really hard. It was very, very hard. You haven't even hit the slopes, and already in your mind, you've built up that resistance. Already in your mind, you're like, oh my God, this is going to be hard. Oh my God, this is going to be terrible. But before, you were just having a good time. You were all excited about trying this new thing. And just don't let other people bring you down. Don't let other situations, the world, the things that are going on, you can tune them out, and you should. Because if they don't benefit you and helping you rise to your highest expression, then they're not really for you. It's okay to want to keep your friends and your family want to keep you safe, but when they want to keep you stuck, that's a different thing. Don't let them keep you stuck. Don't let them tell you this is where we're always going to be. You're never going to be that. That's not meant for you. If you didn't know it was hard, then it's not hard. It's not hard. Don't build up a resistance to it. Do not build up a resistance. But here's another thing, but live life every day to the fullest. I did a video on living life to the fullest. I hope you watch it. But in it, yeah, we can't all go and skydive. We all can't go and spend all this money. We can't all like do all these magical things, hike caves and go rock climbing and, you know, quit our jobs and travel in an RV. You know, we can't all do that. We all have to live living practical lives. So let's just live with every day in this. Forgive ourselves and others. Every day. Forgive yourself and others. There's no reason to hold on to resentment. Resentment hurts nobody but you. It hurts nobody but you. Be grateful for everything you have in this moment. Yeah, maybe you don't have that thing yet, or maybe that thing was taken away, but it doesn't matter. Be grateful for what you have right now because you have enough. Spend time in nature. Go outside. Be part of this world. This is what you came here for. This is what you came here for. It's going to be over soon. It will be over soon. But go out. Look at the clouds. Enjoy the stars. Hear the birds. Play with your kids. Go outside. Have a good time. Be kind. Be kind and patient. Oh my God. It's just, especially around now when it's like the holidays and the New Year's and the gyms and the people and they got their own, you know, it's not all about you. Start to believe that there's kind people in this world and you be one of them. Be that person you want to see in the world. Be kind and patient. Be patient. And my biggest thing, if you could do anything this year, try to practice this. Practice being still. Just practice being still. Practice feeling alive, being grateful for being alive, being part of something so wonderful and magical at this very moment, being surrounded by love and support, having everything you need, you having more than enough, having enough to share, having enough for yourself and others. Be still, even in a moment. You don't have to rush. You don't have to hurry. You don't have to compete. You don't have to do all those things. They're not going to get you anywhere. What matters is right now. This is the only thing that matters. It doesn't matter anywhere else. It just matters right here, right now. Take a minute to be still. Take a minute to be calm. It's going to be okay. Like I said, it's going to be over soon. You didn't come here to rush through your life. You came here to enjoy it. There's a saying before I go, there's a saying that I love, and it says like, everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody wants to die. It's so true. It's so true. Everybody wants that, but they don't want to give it up. So if you got any value in this and you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Put donuts in the comment. I appreciate you. Thank you for being part of my tribe. Like and subscribe. I want to be doing this all for a very long time. I love you. Mwah.